Hello everyone, thank you for joining in this morning. We will be using the question panel on the right side of your screen. You can use this panel to send us all of your questions throughout the webinar. I would like to welcome to Luis Chavez from IDIS, who will who will be our presenter for today's webinar. Luis, good morning, welcome.
Hello, Mike. How are you? Thank you so much for this introduction. I would like to introduce myself. I'm Luis Chavez. I'm a sales director for Mexico, Central America, Caribbean, and some countries of Latin America. So please don't hesitate to let us know what can be your questions. It doesn't matter if it says on the slide presentation or at the very end. So please go ahead and raise the hand. Okay, let's get started with this presentation. As we're gonna talk about our software VMS calling ID Solution Suite, and also we're gonna show you a little bit about the other software IDIS Center. This is the little brother that this one. Okay, let's get started. Okay, here's the content, topics that we're gonna start to talking. So you will see, and depends on the every issue, so you can select the bottom. Let's get started with IDIS. IDIS was is the manufacturer, the starting manufacturer of DVR. That was started in 1997. So with this means that we make a revolution on the security industry, because if you remember that the early times we started using the video cassette recorder in the VHS video home system or beta formats. So the owner of the company brings all that information on flexible tapes to hard disk. So that get start to bring a lot of the technology talking about the compression, transmission, latency. Many of that information, we was the creator of that. As you may know, also Axis was the creator of the IP camera. We been there before creating the digital video recorder. For many of you guys don't know who's IDIS. We've been from since 1997 starting to making original design manufacture. So that means we were behind the scenes. We are manufacture all our products and just put the label for many big brands. So all the major brands was built with our products. The big difference between ODM and EOM,
We are missing your audio, Luis.
when you may see when is the brand is needed some additional families on the same brand, but unfortunately for those brands on the EOM, many of those there are not compatible between their own same name. So IDIS is offering the full portfolio of solutions, starting with the hardware with all cameras, kind of cameras, PTZ, dome, bullet, fisheye, and also the recording devices such as DVR, NVR, servers. I'm sorry. And with those hardware, we now offering the analytics. This is a kind of such a very nice key features, and also for get a connection with all of those technologies, we have the software. This is the very important that we need to make a consolidate the all information, all the technology, and make for one simple manufacturer. One of the strongest uh, keys is the whole family of IDIS products is warranted by 7 years. That's one of the really key features that we can offer because no one else in the industry match that warranty. So keep in mind, that's very robust, very reliable product. So that's why we are offering 7 years warranty. Video surveillance today has become as a commodity. True or false? It's like using a mouse. Uh, the mouse you may use in every single computer, laptop, whatever, it doesn't matter. Can be cheapest, can be really uh, a lot of features on that. The thing is, do we need to use it? Maybe if I can buy a cheapest, maybe it takes me for less than a year and then it's broken and I need to replace it. But do I need to have a really good features on my mouse? That's the same thing now with our devices. And now our equipments have a better technology benefits, better add values, and you will see when I say this kind of product, you will see how can we make a performance. Uh, One of the main reasons of the IDs is automatic plug and play with security package. That means we are making our own protocol that calling a direct IP. Also, we using as a RTSP, real-time streaming protocols, or ONBIF. So we can using our own equipment, or we bring for some other manufacturers through ONBIF. So we have a very database system. All products line is a National Defense Authorization Act. Cybersecurity is very important for us. So I will show you a little video that all the information that you must know. Let me just play, and you can see. Launching Direct 9. Please let me know if you can hear it, this video.
We can't, Luis.
Are you listening?
No.
Just for your information, we're going to share a PDF with all this presentation, and you may see the link up here, so you can click on that PDF and they take you direct for the YouTube video, so you can see and play with that. Okay. Cybersecurity, this is another very, very important issue that I would like to introduce. There's so many devices, like IoT devices, that it can be also can be hacked. So this is one of the things that we need to keep an eye on it. All our equipment has their own firewall built in. So we are the only one on this industry that we protect our equipments. Besides the firewall of the company, they need to go and cross our firewall. As I mentioned, direct IP is our own protocol. So if we can just talk with our same language or our main language, so nobody else can get into. We have two-factor authentication. That means if someone wants to log in, so we're gonna have a notification and we're gonna decline or accept that a person that wants to get into the system. Data transmission is very important for us. So we just create one of the features that means is a fan for every network that is like be our own DDNS. So we can call any device as we want it, and we can go to direct for the cameras or devices, whatever you say. How can we save and protect our recording? Instance, the video, the normal way that they making a recording, we create our proprietary database architecture. So that means it can be very, very difficult just to try to into that database. Giant fingerprint, we say that if someone wants to manipulate that image, then we will let them know that it's a fake image, fake photograph. So we have plenty of the information. It can be photograph, can be video. So if that was broken, we let you know. Edge encryption regarding is all devices, all the cameras has a SD card slot just to put in the memory, just to try to be autonomous recording or make on the failover feature. So that's one of the things that we are really, really taking care of our products. Talking about the cybersecurity, we are in one list that was list created by one of the organization from the U.S. government, where they listed all the hacked brands, and now we are didn't get any hack at this time for many, many years. So we are really taking care about the cybersecurity. Okay, let's get started with ID Center, this ID Solution Suite. As I told you, ID Center is the light version, but just to say light, but it's not really light. It's very, very strong. This is the youngest brother, and ID Solution Suite is the big one. When I say big one, is because when we are needing using for a centralized federation, backup, failover, then we need to use this kind of VMS. I'm gonna show you real quick. I'm sorry, this is, here I have the video. Some of the key features that you may keep an eye on it. So, well, it shows you in Spanish, but you can see, and I will tell you, the reason number one is very intuitive. So the using of the equipment is pretty, very fast. There has no delay. The other one is you may use in a map, virtual map, and you can put all the cameras that you need and based on that, you can put the direction, the weight, and pop-ups the image. Besides the video, also you can bring all the alarm devices. The way that we are using smooth control over the PTCs, over the warping, this is a patented feature. The warping is one of the features that we using in our fisheye cameras, so you can cover and you can move smoothly whatever you want in order just to take all the images. Instant playback is very, very important because in the same screen, in the same layout that you've been watching live, you can play back on it, the specific camera, and you can go. So you don't need to get out from the live view and change it. We are also, we might using a keyboard in order just to make like a matrix switcher, so you can have a lot of features that you can command. So, and another reason is because we can use in all our devices, DVR, NVR, encoders. Also, we can working with third-party brands like Panasonic, like Mobotics, like Axis. We have quite a few brands that you can work with it, and we are working uh, as a native protocol with Axis. Okay. Here is our ID center. This is a properly video management event monitoring, screens for devices, system log, live stream. So you can see live with this software. You can go and play back. You can add maps. You can have admin and reports, everything at no cost, no license charge. So that's very, very important. When we are trying to bring, what is the main reason for some other vendors to offer you a lot of features? The main reason is just to charge for every single channel in order just to have licensing. And every single channel, it will charge for annually. And then if that doesn't want, the end user doesn't want to renew that cost, that project, then being forced to be cancel the image or renew it in order just to pay more money. With us, doesn't happen that thing. Okay. As I told you, we are not taking as a channel, we are taking as a device. It can be a DVR 64 channels, and we taking care as a one single devices. So that means if we are having a 1024 devices per 60 channels, we can use it as a 65,000 channels. So that's very, very important, just to let you know. What are the advantages and limitations of ID Center? It's a monitor, VMS at no cost, yes to VMS not cost, yes to view a playback, yes to electronic maps, remote event, panic recording, admin, report generation, registration up to 1024 devices, support warranty, intuitive graphic user interface, and you may display up to in 4 monitor. Every single monitor can be displayed 64 live channels, so that means you can have a 254 channels live. So that's a very, very strong. So, and what is the maximum of user? They are 10. So what are the limitations? The limitation is you cannot synchronize between multiple operators, so you cannot have a centralized functions. It cannot be redundancy, failover, backup, or federation, as I told you earlier. Now, what is ID Solution Suite? ID Solution Suite is a robust, modular, scalable IDIS proprietary VMS of video surveillance management with integrated matrix solution for centralized and advanced function to provide a total turnkey solution. When I say matrix, the old school guys, we used to know that matrix, let's put an example. Let's use in a shopping mall. In that shopping mall, with this matrix, we can bring a specific layouts and we can create a specific layout for elevators. So I'm gonna bring that layout, and all those cameras in the layout, they are only for elevators. And some other screen, some other layout, we can bring all the parking lots. So be very, very specific, and just to make sure that everything will be on the same operator control. As I told you, there is no base of cost, can be installed in any devices. There are no charge for updates. There are no charge for annual fee. There are no extra charge for adding features, and neither recruiting charges. With this IDIS solution suite, you may use it up to 64 users. What is the difference? IDIS solution, IDIS Center, go from the client, from the user, goes and visit direct the DVR. Okay, with IDIS solution suite, we need to use in a server that this server will be the administration services, and then we're gonna start to jump into the DVR and VR. So why we say that we are modular and scalable for the new generation of the VMS, because we can bring network cameras, we can bring network video recorders, but also we can bring analog devices, analog equipments. We may use it in two ways. One is using an encoder, or the second one is using through the DVR, IDIS DVR. So let's say if the customer has a probably 60, 70 base of the analog cameras, we may use replace DVR if they want to use in or recording devices, or we may let them using their own DVRs, and then we just only using the encoder in order just to jump in our platform. With those IDIS solutions, we can use and we can give you services per module, unique. So if you need to make a federation, we only just offer you the federation module in order just to pay that feature in specific, and you don't need to pay the other ones. All depends what do you need to do, what are the requirements from your customer. This is the way that we can be very, very robust, very accessible. There are some of the features. So, okay, here's about the system design. It's like put a system failover, low bandwidth communication, smart failover, just for mention. Because also next we're gonna be a federate architecture, dynamic video wall. So there's many features about management. So you can see user login notifications, system health monitoring. So you can get information from every single device. Let's say one DVR is failing the fans and makes getting higher the temperature. So we're gonna bring that information in on just to be proactive and get started to fix it as soon as possible. So there's many modular and scalable. So security data recording, the way that we are doing the recording is very different as the usual and the common and regular for some other ones. Detect and recognize also, we are getting a lot of the features, as I told you, on the artificial intelligence, sorry. So we can bring all that kind of devices or characteristics in order just to play with it. You can be for audio, COVID, in order just to have the face mask. face mask, we can get evaluated and analyze many of these kind of features. Or IDIS deep learning engine, so we can make a lot of the features that I'm going to show you in a few moments. Okay, so everything that can be from a single module. So it's like a combo Happy Meal, just only give you the really basic Big Mac or Angus combo. So maybe you want to a single just the burger, and you don't need to fries, you don't need to ketchup, you don't need to soda, but the combo includes everything. So that's one of the things, that's one of the big difference that we can offer this kind of solution. We can get started in very starting projects. So let's say you have probably 80% of the analog and 20% of the IP. We can bring all the devices using a MBR, and the DVR goes through the server and then go to the client. All depends of the equipment that you need to bring or put a new equipment. So there is the scenario. The scenario goes a lot of the network cameras go to the switchers and then go to our server. It can be really from the very small project up to the really high. So this is one of the examples that we been selling for one of the banks in Qatar. So there is around 1900 recorders, and there is many places that they can be monitorized. The power of the IDIS license, a lot of the typical design is for every single camera that you or channel, you need to pay for a license. Now we can offer for device instant pay 256 channels or cameras. We can use and offer devices, MVR. This device can be 4, 8, 16, 64, 32, and then just only pay for that device. That's modular. You can be growing up, depending as you want. It can be for multiple size. That's very. What is the thing? Here is a scenario. Here's an example that there's some manufacturers made in US, made in Korea, or made in China. All depends. It be really cost. If you can go for 640 cameras, or it can be 1,290 cameras, you need to pay a license. That's the thing that many things about the Chinese scenario. Chinese is offering very low price, but when they need to increase the price about the license, then it can be really worse scenario. So with us, because we born since 1997 with all these kind of features, the software is 100% proprietary. And then we can adjust. We can be very cost effective in order just to win this kind of big project. More than just video surveillance, we can working with point of sale. Point of sale is very important, and it has no cost. Alarm and accessories, we are soon just to include it, same as a license plate recognition. We can working now in occupancy control, two-way audio, quick management, heat maps, person match, fail detection, and many more. I'm gonna put this video in order just to give you some visual ideas. We can track by human. how many persons get in, how many persons get out, how many persons they are still on the store. And also with dashboard, we can give you KPI, okay? This is one of the ways that we can using the intelligent artificial. The thing is, we have two other ones embedded in the camera. Also, we have that option, or embedded in the server. So all depends that you need. We can provide the right solution for your customer, for your budget, for your request. We are very, very focused on the centralized monitoring because in the early times, you can go and bring information. Yes, you can do that. But what happens if you need to handle and bring information from many devices in very short period of time? This is the way that we can use it. Okay. Using right now, here's a text insertion. With that, we're gonna bring it all the information that you can see. So you can scan it and you can put all the information on the screen live, so you can be able to bring any kind of information. If you can select, you can decide if it's as a single box or a box from a specific place that has arrived, or many of the information that you can require. So you can put text, you can add your notes in order just to have the report and prove it. So there's can be really big difference. Instance, go and call the manager for a specific area and request that if he's available to give you that information. You can avoid all that kind of headaches and bring it from a single site. You can bring information. You can text in solution like a card register, ATMs, scanners, handheld devices, scales for scales like a trailers that is getting to the big warehouse. So you made to know when it's getting out. The load is was really take it out, or maybe brings some additional gifts. Okay, uh, bill counter, access control. So this very all the information that we bring is just data. That data weighs in this situation. All the data we bring it as a TCP/IP RS-485 and bring and put physically in the port of the NVR IDIS, and then we're gonna bring all the kind of information. It's like when you get your receipt, it's the same information that we're gonna put on the screen. So, or you may select what information you want to show in order just to make a really uh, taking care of that operation. So it can be right here on the bank, or it can be for retail, wherever you want. So all depends of the need of the customer, of the end user. So now we can go and track for ATMs. Those ATMs has to be local recording, local hardware. All depends the need. We have the right products for the right device. So not all the equipment is for all the solution. You need to be really specific. We can create the command center, command and control. We can migrate the analog equipments. So that's one of the best ideas, the best solution that we can offer in order just to be reliable from all your current facilities. Always taking care for our really critical situations. Temporary small failover, smart failover, storage redundancy, all this kind of information we can really help you to make better. We can create multiple tasks and operations. The reason of the video security at the very beginning, it was on the surveillance. Now, with all those technological changes, we are making give them a really stronger, because we are not just only give the information about the who's walking around. Now we can be predictive just to make sure if that person is walking, just pass by or stay there. So we can take actions in order just to give any surprises with bad workings. You can see here in this video how is the way that we are changing the way that we can keep track on everything. Right here we can put cameras in those mobile uh, trucks, uh, lift, and see if they are doing his work securely, efficiently, don't, because they are in a big warehouses. So that means they need to move for some other places. Once they are getting in the zone with the coverage, then they can send all the information in order just to get synchronized again. The user needs to be very intuitive, needs to be very easy, very smooth, not complicated. That's one of the things that we are always thinking just to make right and simple in order just to uh, working with the software. And here is another video. You can see that there is a system where there's more than 2,000 cameras. See how smoothly we can connect, how fast is the image. It doesn't matter where are you. So you can see, you can bring information, you can deploy the fisheye cameras, you can move it. So all depends what do you want, what do you need, because we are the inventors of this technology. we have better resources in order just to make smoothly, faster, easier. Okay. Okay. Why choose IDIS? Because it's profitable. Really. Let us know how can we really help you to in order just to improve, just to make a really professional solution for your customer, and it will be really profitable for your pocket. It's open and scalable. Our architecture, it can be very, at the very beginning, it doesn't matter. Our system, it can be started using cameras 2 megapixel and then working on the same project with 12 megapixel, and you don't need to change nothing. Okay, this is a robust, very reliable. This is very safe because we are always thinking on the cybersecurity. That is a very important for need for your customer. And we are offering a total solution. It's a one-stop shop. So that means you don't need to finger point for it was the software, the analytics provider, it was about the camera, or was the recorder devices. You don't have to need to this kind of problem. And because we are using just a secure distributor, EPCOM is our exclusive distributor for your countries, for your regions. So we can give you a special price. Just let us know. Just try to make register your project, and then we can protect, and we can give you more advantage in order just to achieve that goal. Do you have any questions? Okay.
Let's
Well,
let's wait a minute, please, to see if we receive a question.
okay. Well, if you have any questions further, you can give us a call, give us an email. So I'm gonna show you also all my data information, or send them to for your customer representative. So let him know what do you need from us, and we're gonna give you a call you back.
Thank you, Luis. Thank you for sharing us this valuable information about IDIS. As we mentioned before, this webinar will be sent you to your email. Please keep checking our website and social media for more information on our weekly webinars. Luis, thank you so much.
Thank you, Miguel. Really appreciate it. So please don't hesitate to call us. Let us know what we can give you information, material, just to make feel comfortable, confident for your customer, and we will help you to get your target. Okay. Thank you so much for attending this webinar. Appreciate it.
Perfect, Luis.
Thank you, Miguel.
And everyone, have a great day. See you later.
Thank you. Bye bye.